You know what time it is. It's time to run. Run! To run. Run! To run. I had a good holiday, thanks. Time for part 6. In the last part 5, we've seen how men are set aside to act like stupid clowns or harmless soy boys, while it's okay for women to act aggressive and confront men and stare them down with mean looks, trying to intimidate them and commanding men, while men have to seek women's permission to speak, or they have to show the utmost respect, or they have to travel in groups to protect each other because they can't protect themselves, while a woman fights and overwhelms 7 male terracotta by herself. Let's get on with it before I end up repeating everything I've already said. Did anyone notice this part? Because I missed this last time. The part where Ashra says, "Outworlders? Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were Outworlders. I'm so glad I didn't just murderize you all." And as far as I understand, these people are in Outworld. And she says that to Baraka, while all his brother's body parts are strewn all over the place. Do I need to explain what's wrong here? And again we have more stupid jokes from the clown, trying his hardest to act funny. Kung Lao reminds Johnny Cage that Netherrealm is hell, but real. What kind of explanation is that? Why is the Netherrealm real, but not hell? Wouldn't it be sufficient just to say that the Netherrealm is hell, or Netherrealm is like hell? So the fictitious Netherrealm is real, but hell is just a fairy tale, inside a fairy tale. They're the same thing. I don't understand why it has to be distinguished from one another. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but for some reason, I like Ashra. I can't believe it, but I actually think that she's the only character so far to have a consistent story from the Midway Ashra. She's a demon from the Netherrealm, and every time she kills a demon with a crisp blade, it purifies her. This is consistent with MK Deception Ashra. I think this is why I like her. If they can keep this character consistent, why can't they do the same with everyone else? This is probably a happy accident, or, more likely, there's malicious people in the team ruining the characters and story on purpose just to put their sad little agenda into the game and force us to accept it. You can shove your crappy agenda up your ass, whoever's behind all this mess. We don't want it. If you want my money, if you want our money, give us our old Mortal Kombat back. Until then, I'm gonna continue to boycott Netherrealm Studios. And we'll never have our old Mortal Kombat back with these freaks. They have to do everything that Warner Brothers tells them. Warner Brothers wants to insert things into our game and promote their own things through our game. They want to promote DC Comics through our game. They've turned our game into DC Comics. Well, I continued watching the story, and man, all they do is talk and walk and walk and talk. What kind of game is this where characters travel from point A to point B and talk all the way, and we have to just sit there and watch it? This is an opportunity to make some gameplay like the story mode in Armageddon. Instead of watching the characters walk and talk, you could have controlled them in a 3D world, like Taven in Armageddon, and run through the forest and kill enemies. You know, how you do in a game. The characters can still talk to each other, like in Gears of War, where you're running around shooting locusts and the characters are talking with each other. You can feel the brotherly bond and camaraderie between the characters in Gears of War. Because you're playing, you're listening to the story, you're listening to their conversation, and you're playing as well. It's not a movie. You're playing a game. This is what a game is supposed to be. You're supposed to play it, not just watch it and sit and stare at the screen as dialogues are going back and forth. Who the hell is directing this shit? I'm not even a game developer, and I can come up with better ideas than these multi-million-dollar studios with apparently top gaming talent. What's the use of all that gaming graphic design talent when you don't even know how to make a game properly? Why don't you go into making 3D movies, because that's what you seem to be good at? Stay out of the gaming world. Go and make 3D movies, like go and make some Disney Pixar movie or something. I'm not a game developer. I'm just someone who consumes the content. And all I have to do is look back on what previous good games used to be like and compare these modern piece of shit games with them. Anyone who thinks this game is good is mentally dysfunctional. This game is horrible, and you're an idiot if you think this is good. So we get to the part where Quan Chi is asking for contributions, and everyone gives him a crystal, and they're just standing there, holding crystals to give to Quan Chi. Is that all for their roles? Is that all their role is? Is Darius just gonna stand there and just be a background prop? There's a chance right there to give Darius some character. What the hell's even the point of putting him in the game if you're just gonna make him stand in the background and just stand there? I want to punch this weird freak right in his eye socket. He looks like he was hung upside down and was crying.
Serena's right. Because of Quan Chi's magic, my realm's people are no longer poisoned by sunlight. We've finally escaped the shadows.
Serena's right. Because of Quan Chi's magic, my realm's people are no longer poisoned by sunlight. We have finally escaped the shadows. Here we are. Netherrealm Studios, you are pathetic and are terrible decision makers. No one believes that the celebrity voice actors are fans of Mortal Kombat. No one believes that they grew up playing Mortal Kombat. We know they're reading a script when they're trying to tell us how much they love Mortal Kombat. Stop this charade. It's clear that you don't give a shit about this series. You just throw money at celebrities to try and promote your shit project because your shit project is shit. And this woman, you picked this woman out of all the possible people you could have picked. This woman can't even voice act. I don't voice act, but I can do a better job than her. I'll make a more convincing Nitara than she would. I'm more of a voice actor than she is. I'm not even trying, I'm just recording a video. Someone listened to this silly woman's dialogue and gave it the green light. You don't care about Mortal Kombat, Netherrealm Studios. You only care about taking our money and getting promotions. Your dishonest swindling practices make me sick. Shame on you for hiring people who clearly don't care and don't have talent. Why does Havoc, who's a cleric of chaos, why does he have such a well-ordered face? Is his hairstyle supposed to be the mark of chaos? Have you seen Havoc from MK Deception? He doesn't even have a face. His nature is disorder and chaos. Yet his face is ordered, perfectly symmetrical. He looks more handsome than I do. He combed his hair over before leaving the house, had a shower, had a shave, put some skin cream on, and dressed up. These two together look more like Indians from an English soap opera running a chippy in London. Stop making that face, I swear. I'm gonna stick my fork in your eyes, you clean-shaven creep. And let me tell you something. I hate when they do this shit. When they make up an alien language and start saying some shit like Ai caramba, Master Kataharaka, Paparapa Kaka Bakalaka, Ha ha ha, Daka Bakalaka, Bam Shakalaka. Shut up. Just shut up. This sort of shit is a pollution from the DC world. It doesn't feel like Mortal Kombat at all. Mortal Kombat's become a DC comic world. It's not Mortal Kombat anymore. Ashura proposes a battle plan, and seeing that Kenshi is blind, she tells the four of them to go and fight, silently leaving Kenshi out. But Kenshi steps forward with a happy, cheerful glee, a carefree bounce in his step. Look at him. Life is just dandy, isn't it? Ah, smell the air. We're having a nice stroll in the nature reserve. But then he gets stopped by Johnny Cage, who reminds him that he won't be helpful, so just stay back and wait. Kenshi goes, "You heard her. Millions will die." I didn't know Baraka was a her.
Millions will die. He must be stopped.
I thought he was a they-them. I don't want to accidentally misgender anyone. Look, Kenshi, I don't mean any offense to blind people, but even if millions of people are gonna die, what are you actually gonna do when you can't see? You haven't trained to fight without your eyes. You're not Samurai Jack. What are you gonna do? You can't just stand around and punch the air, hoping that one punch will land somewhere. You'll have more luck beating yourself. Well, Johnny makes it clear. He tells Kenshi that he's just going to get in the way. So then he asks Kenshi to give him his sword, to which Kenshi replies, "But why?" Are you fucking stupid? Did you not just hear what he said? You can't go out there holding someone's hand. You're going to get in the way, you idiot. Then Kenshi hands his sword over, and look, keep looking at his hand. He keeps holding his hand out as if he's expecting something in return. What kind of shit acting is this? He was waiting for Johnny to put Sento in his hands. Huh? What's this? Is this Sento? But this is yours. I can have it. Thanks? Such an underwhelming and stupid show. And there goes Nitaro warning Quan Chi about the attackers. "Quan Chi, watch out, there's people behind you and they're gonna attack, we should do something." You should have fixed her lacking voice acting with AI. I'm sure AI would have done a much better job than this stupid celebrity reading a script and collecting money. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This fight scene here is shit.
That blade's enchanted. We can't help what we are. That we feed on blood doesn't make us evil.
Seriously, this voice acting is such a pain to listen to. Someone should make a torture video where you have to listen to all of Nitaro's voice acting in the whole game and challenge yourself to see how long you can listen to it. Again with the fucking foreigners. Fuck off back to your own realm. Just listen to this stupid shit, man. Ashura asks, "What dark magic is this?" And then Ermac feels that he needs to respond. He has to answer the question and give all the details, as if he needs to make sure that he's conveying the correct information. He could have just... Wait. Wait a minute. Ermac's pronouns are actually they, them. And it's actually real. What? They, them can fit on Ermac. Ermac is they, them. Fuck off, Netherrealm Studios. Don't fucking steal my idea. That's my idea, fuck you. They, them, Ermac has to explain everything so that he can make sure that everyone around him is well informed by his Wikipedia entry. "We are Ermac, and just in case you didn't know, Here's a detailed clarification. We are a collection of souls bound by Quan Chi's magic, who I've never met, but I know his name. We live to obey him. We also like to wear orange, and our full name is Era Macro. I've had enough cringe for today. See you in part 7.